Hello, this is VNews Broadcast Daily, and following are the top stories.
Foreign Minister Phạm Bình Minh held talks with Albanian counterpart Admiral Haginestor. Vietnam-Israel Business Forum took place in Hanoi. Swan singing was recognized as World Cultural Heritage in need of urgent protection. France committed to provide between 800 and 900 million US dollars for construction of a tunnel through Cảng Pass.
Vietnamese Foreign Minister Phạm Bình Minh held talks with Albanian Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Edmond Haginesto in Hanoi on November 24th.
Minister Minh affirmed that while pursuing a foreign policy of independence, self-reliance, and international integration, Vietnam always attaches importance to strengthening and developing friendship and cooperation with traditional friends, including Albania. Minister Haginesto spoke highly of the achievements Vietnam has reaped during the renewal process. He affirmed that Albania wants to expand and strengthen traditional relations with Vietnam. Following the talks, the ministers signed a protocol on cooperation between the two foreign ministries.
The Vietnam-Israel Business Forum took place in Hanoi on November 24th. Israeli President Shimon Peres and Vietnamese Deputy Prime Minister Hoàng Trung Hải delivered speeches at the forum.
President Shimon Peres said Israel is the leading country in the world in terms of agricultural production thanks to the application of modern scientific and technological advances. Therefore, Vietnam and Israel should discuss ways to step up long-term cooperation in agricultural production. For his part, Deputy Prime Minister Hai said the forum serves as an opportunity for Vietnamese businesses to meet and cooperate with Israeli partners, as local enterprises are working to boost the application of high technology in production. The forum saw the attendance of representatives from 60 Israeli businesses operating in the fields of defense industry, security, information technology, communications, agricultural and water treatment technology, and healthcare.
The 62nd meeting of the Asian Committee on Science and Technology opened in Ho Chi Minh City on November 23rd. More than 100 delegates from Asian member countries attended the event.
During the two-day meeting, the delegates would discuss measures to increase scientific and technological cooperation within the ASEAN bloc towards building an ASEAN community by 2015 based on the three pillars. They will also discuss the ASEAN Plan of Action on Science and Technology for the 2012-2017 period, with the implementation of 6 ASEAN Development Priority Programs, which have been adopted for implementation until 2015.
The Vietnam Friendship Parliamentary Organizations of the 13th National Assembly made its debut in Hanoi on November 23rd. National Assembly Chairman Nguyễn Sinh Hùng attended and delivered a speech at the ceremony.
Over the past years, diplomatic activities of the National Assembly have contributed to boosting inter-parliamentary cooperation between the Vietnamese legislature and its foreign counterparts. The Foreign Affairs also help elevate the National Assembly's position in the world. In addition to bilateral diplomatic activities, the National Assembly has participated in multilateral parliamentary mechanisms, such as the Inter-Parliamentary Union, the ASEAN Inter-Parliamentary General Assembly, and the Francophone Parliamentary Union. The Vietnam Parliamentary Friendship Organization of the 13th National Assembly comprises 46 parliamentary friendship groups. With assigned tasks, the organization will bring into play experience gained over the past years to serve as a bridge to step up relations between legislative bodies and people of Vietnam and other countries.
Swan singing of Vietnam has been recognized as intangible cultural heritage in need of urgent protection. The UNESCO voted in favor of swan singing at a meeting on November 23rd.
Swan singing, a vocal art of villages in the ancestral land of Phú Thọ, is usually performed in front of the communal house during the village festivals in the spring. Based on legends and historical, archaeological, and social records, researchers say that swan singing first appeared a long time ago, from the time when the Home Kings established the nation. Swan singing has some similarities with the lullaby. Many of the songs are about love, but it is also a kind of folk music that praises a village genie. Swan singing festivals are often held in spring in village temples. On the 5th day of the first lunar month, the artists often sing it at the home temple festival.
France has committed to provide between 800 and 900 million US dollars for Vietnam to build a tunnel through Ca Pass in the central provinces of Phú Yên and Khánh Hòa.
A memorandum of understanding to this effect was signed in Paris on November 22nd by the Ca Pass Investment Joint Stock Company of Vietnam and Credit Agricole Corporate and Investment Bank and Société Générale Bank of France. The tunnel is an important project in the network of highways connecting the north and south of Vietnam. The project is estimated to cost nearly $796 million US dollars.
The ASEM High-Level Forum on Employment and Social Policy took place in Hanoi on November 24th. The event brought together 100 delegates from ASEM member countries, the European Commissions, the ASEAN Secretariat, and international organizations.
The delegates share experience in issues related to sustainable employment, social welfare, corporate social responsibility, skill development, and labor hygiene and safety. They also discussed the role of vocational training programs, as well as challenges in creating jobs for young people and providing social welfare for vulnerable groups. The recent global financial and economic crisis made almost 205 million people jobless and pushed 64 million people into poverty. Therefore, it is necessary to coordinate policies, boost cooperation, and strengthen global and regional linkages to deal with social impacts caused by the crisis.
The Japan Information and Communications Technology Day was launched in Hanoi on November 24th to promote IT cooperation between Vietnamese and Japanese businesses.
During the two-day event, delegates attended seminars on Japan-Vietnam IT cooperation towards Vietnamese market and human resources development for long-term IT cooperation between Vietnam and Japan. They also had fact-finding tours and met with partners. The participants at the seminars held reports on Japan's demand for software outsourcing, an overview of Vietnam's IT development, as well as prospects for IT cooperation between Vietnam and Japan. Over the past 10 years, Vietnam's software outsourcing market share in Japan has increased from 0.4% in 2004 to nearly 4% in 2009. By the end of 2010, Vietnam has had an IT contingent of more than 250,000.
The National Tourism's Year for the Northern Central Region and the Huế Festival will be launched on April 7, 2012. The news was announced at a press briefing in Hanoi on November 23rd.
With theme Heritage Tourism, the National Tourism Year will include a series of activities held all year round mainly in Thừa Thiên Huế, Quảng Trị, Quảng Bình, Nghệ An, Hà Nội, and Ho Chi Minh City to introduce the images of the country and people to tourists, both at home and abroad. Meanwhile, the Huế Festival will be held from April 7th to 15th, 2012. It includes key events such as the Imperial Night, Oriental Night, Nam Giao Ritual Offering, a grand show of traditional dress, installation art displays, a children's festival, Huế Poetry Festival, and food days. Foreign artists from dozens of countries will perform during the festival.
And this is the end of the news today. Thanks for watching and see you next time.